Welcome back, dear viewers, and our first guest of the evening, the always inspiring Mr. Hamza Taqi, Master Performance Consultant. Mr. Hamza, good evening and welcome back to Ya Hala Kuwait.
Good evening to you and to your audience, and I'm so happy to be back in Hala Kuwait.
It's always a pleasure to have you here with us, sir, and we always feel curious about your upcoming projects and events you participate at and keep inspiring people, and especially young people. So tell us more about the recent Kuwait Summit.
ATD is the Association for Talent Development. It's the biggest talent development association that they take care of. It's a non-profit organization, and they take care of the people and developing them and developing the talents that people have. And this is the fourth year that's happening in Kuwait, usually at this time. Usually ATD, International Exhibition and Conference, happens in America every May, and now they are expanding into different countries. So they're making mini conferences like the one we had early this week. So It was like on Sunday, started on October 13 with a certification program workshop, and then on Monday and Tuesday we had the conference, which had a lot of speakers coming from Canada, from Saudi, from Bahrain, from Oman, from America, from Belgium. Yeah,
that's great. Yeah. So when it comes to developing people's talents and abilities and skills, we'd like to know more about it, the definition to develop a talent.
Yeah. See, we in organization, we have people that work in that organization, and the human element is really an important part. And they talked about it, many speakers like, Ziad Al-Umar, he talked about the human element and as compared to the AI and the artificial intelligence and the technology that we have. No matter what technology we have, we depend on the human being, the people that we have in the organization.
That's great.
And to make them perform very well, they have to, update their skills, and they have to update even their attitude, the way they think. So it's always, there is a room for people to develop, no matter where you are in a hierarchy. Even if you are a minister, you need help. Anybody needs help. So this organization mainly focuses and makes research on developing talent development, and they look at the latest theories, latest tools, latest technology when it comes to people development. So they develop people, and you need to develop people in so many ways. Like, you have Salesforce. Those Salesforce, they have to know how to understand the client and their needs, and how to present the product in a way that, it's not pushing the product rather than, attracting the client, especially if they need the product, and in that way they're adding value. Second, if you have like a manager needs to know how to deal with their people, to diffuse conflict through people, enhance collaboration and coordination. So a team, they work together to achieve the desired goal for the organization. So when you ask the question, talent development, it has many tracks. So it is really, focuses on leadership, on management, on supervisory, on sales, on technical support, and what have you.
Exactly. Yeah. If someone came to you and asked you something, or ask you a question, like telling you, Mr. Hamza, I'm really talented, I feel I got a specific talent, etc., but I cannot improve myself. So how can we develop our talents?
Right. Now, you have a talent. Let's take an example. That person needs diagnosing. So a good manager knows how to diagnose the person in front of them. Yes. And in diagnosing, basically, you're diagnosing against the task that person is doing or will be doing in the future. Is he able, does he have the competency, and is he or she committed to do that task? Now, if if the commitment is high and the competency is high, then this person is professional. He can do the task. It doesn't require from manager to give them directions, or because they are good. Exactly, you delegate the work to them, and maybe you use them to train others who are coming in the group or in the team.
Exactly.
New, they don't know, so he becomes trainer or she becomes trainer for or mentor for a new employee, and that's part of the development. It's like social learning from each other, from within the organization.
It helps also to increase the productivity and performance when it comes to work environment, or it's not?
Of course, if you have the right environment, you must, and that's the leadership or the stakeholders or the shareholders even task, is to make the environment really clean and nice, and for people to, innovate. It's part of the culture, and who creates the culture is always the leader. The leader comes with his own way of thinking, his own vision, and he creates the culture. And the culture, beats the strategy. No matter what strategy you have, if you have bad culture or bad environment, you're not going to succeed. So the environment is very important. The workplace, and we had a session talking about the well-being, and I asked the question for the speaker. I said, why in the old days, when we were working in the old days, nobody talked about well-being, and now organization, they have like a psychiatrics inside the organization to take care of the well-being of their employees, because if you take care of their well-being, they will perform much better and they will produce much better.
Let's talk about talented peoples or employees. How can we split between talent management and its difference from talent development? How can we know the difference?
See, it's almost the same, but you have like, let's say you have if I can picture it, like you have four quadrants, and you have like the performance, time, and the performance as x-axis time, and the y-axis is the performance, and you have the stars are over there, and there are people who are, they're not performing high, okay, but they have the potential.
Exactly.
You have to look at human.
You need to detect
exactly
their behavior.
Yes, because if some organization, and we used to do that in the old days, which is wrong. You focus on the high stars, or they call them high potential, and they are doing very well. You focus on them, the 20% that bring 80%, according to Pareto. So you focus on them because you don't want to lose them. But the 80%, one day they will become hypo. So are you addressing that? Are you putting a system in place to develop them to become stars?
Most of them
no.
Most organizations no.
So they focus on those, and those, if they leave, the organization is collapsing. So you have to look inward in your organization and look at the people, and
plan B, plan C.
Plan B, plan C, and succession plan. Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We're really enjoying the valuable information you're sharing with us, sir, this evening, especially when it comes to talent and talent development, and also talent management in the work environment, and also they can spread their talents and motivate other people, inspire others.
They can multiply.
Definitely. So, sir, do you have any last word to share with us regarding the talents?
Well, since we are talking about talent, and we believe that what a man can do, another can. And by a man here, we mean the human being, no matter what gender is. So we, as a human being, we have the capability. God created us in such a way, it's a very innovative, that we can be whatever you can be. If you want, you can be whatever you want. Just put it in your mind and work on yourself, and before you know it, time passes and you are already there.
Well, thank you so much, sir, for being this evening with us on Ya Ahla Kuwait, and we wish you the best of luck with the upcoming work you have, and we cannot wait and look forward for another amazing and inspiring interview with you, sir.
Always thank you for having me, my friend.
It's a pleasure, sir. The viewers, we just had with us Mr. Hamza Taqi, Master Performance Consultant. Let's go now and share with you our second report of the evening. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.